How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the second wave of the summer sale that runs until August 13th, so you're running out of time to grab any of the deals I've covered. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 75 on Metacritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm working my way towards 5,000 subscribers, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy is $6.99 and invites you to step into the robes of a young Jedi Padawan under the guidance of Luke Skywalker himself, blending first and third-person combat with a high degree of player choice that lets you forge your lightsaber, select your missions, and decide whether to follow the light or give in to the dark side. The levels vary from tightly designed duels to sprawling battles across iconic Star Wars locations, and the mix of force powers, blaster fire, and saber combat makes each encounter feel dynamic and unique. While the multiplayer mode remains a cult favorite, offering chaotic lightsaber duels and force-powered skirmishes, the active fanbase keeps online communities alive years after release, adding lasting replay value. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX is $7.49 and delivers a fast-paced 2D action experience from the minds behind the Azure Striker Gunvolt series, where you play as Copen, a high-mobility hero armed with a gun, sword, and the ability to dash tag enemies for high-speed takedowns that reward fluid movement and skillful chaining of kills without touching the ground. The tight stage layouts, stylish boss fights, and vibrant anime-inspired aesthetic combine to make this a standout for fans of action platformers, and although it lacks a platinum trophy, the real challenge comes from perfecting your runs for high scores and time attacks. Adding even more depth, the game introduces new story elements that enrich the lore behind the Gunvolt universe, which longtime fans will appreciate. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 9 hours to 100%. Catherine Full Body Digital Deluxe Edition is $9.99 and takes the cult classic puzzle platformer to the next level by expanding storylines, introducing new characters, and adding over 500 additional puzzles, all while following protagonist Vincent as he navigates surreal nightmares filled with massive block towers during the night and juggles a tangled love life by day. The Digital Deluxe Edition includes extra music tracks, customization items, and artwork that deepen the game's already rich presentation, and the blend of intense puzzle gameplay, mature storytelling, and psychological tension makes it a truly unforgettable experience. For players seeking more, New Game Plus and Hard Mode options significantly increase replay value, while the jazzy, moody soundtrack perfectly complements the surreal, emotional vibe. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. Age of Wonders Planetfall Deluxe Edition is $7.99 and offers an expansive sci-fi strategy experience where you lead one of several unique factions to galactic dominance, mixing turn-based tactical combat with empire building and forcing you to balance diplomacy, technological advancement, and military might to succeed. The Deluxe Edition enhances the core experience with extra campaign missions, cosmetic packs, and a digital art book, enriching the game's depth, while every decision you make, whether negotiating peace treaties with alien diplomats or waging war against cyborg zombies, shapes your empire's fate in meaningful ways. With deep tech trees and unit customization, the tactical options remain fresh throughout, ensuring that no two playthroughs are exactly the same. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is $9.99 and brings one of the most celebrated JRPGs to modern consoles, featuring enhanced visuals, fully voiced dialogue, and additional content that was never before released in the West, all while following former knight Yuri Lowell and a colorful party of allies on an epic quest filled with political intrigue, friendship, and fantastical adventure. The real-time combat system lets you control any party member in fluid battles and link arts for devastating combos, and the world is further expanded by side quests, minigames, and optional bosses that add significant playtime beyond the main story. The new characters and storylines introduced in the Definitive Edition adds a fresh layer of depth to the narrative, giving both longtime fans and newcomers plenty to enjoy. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 175 hours to platinum. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is $9.89 and offers a treasure trove for fighting game fans, compiling 12 arcade-perfect versions of Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Alpha, and 3, complete with online play for select titles, training modes, and a museum full of concept art and series history. Every punch, kick, and fireball is recreated with precision, preserving the original arcade feel while adding modern conveniences that make the games accessible to new players without sacrificing the competitive edge. Beyond the gameplay, the museum content is a thoughtful addition that invites fans to dive deeper into the evolution of one of the genre's most iconic franchises, while the wide range of characters and playstyles ensures the collection remains fresh and engaging. Although there's no platinum trophy, this collection is an essential for anyone looking to revisit classics or study fighting game history. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%. Steins Gate Zero at $8.74 takes the already mind-bending time travel narrative of the original and twists it into something even darker, placing you in an alternate world line where tragedy has already struck, and characters struggle to live with the consequences as you guide protagonist Rentaro Okabe through branching storylines filled with high-stakes decisions, unexpected alliances, and gut-wrenching emotional moments. Told through some of the best visual novel writing around, the multiple endings encourage replayability, and the returning cast blends fan service with fresh material to satisfy series veterans. If you're into deep sci-fi that still finds room for humor and romance, this game is well worth the time investment. Its excellent localization and immersive soundtrack only enhance the suspenseful and heartfelt narrative. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. Trackmania Turbo at $7.99 is pure arcade-style racing adrenaline, featuring over 200 tracks designed to test your reflexes, creativity, and patience, often all at once, while the real hook lies in chasing perfect lap times that can feel downright addictive as you shave off milliseconds through slick cornering and well-timed boosts. The game offers 4 distinct environments, each with unique handling quirks that keep you on your toes and provide a bright, high-energy presentation that's easy to jump into but tough to master. Split-screen and online multiplayer modes remain hugely enjoyable, and the track editor ensures there's always a fresh challenge waiting just around the corner. Whether you're a casual racer or speedrunning enthusiast, Trackmania delivers a rewarding experience backed by a rhythmic soundtrack and smooth controls that really amplify the thrill of each race. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. Nidhogg at $5.99 is deceptively simple but endlessly entertaining, pitching you into frantic fencing duels where the goal isn't just to win, but to push forward and take over your opponent's side of the stage, with pixel art and minimalist design hiding a surprisingly deep system where timing, feints, and mind games count as much as quick reflexes. Matches swing wildly back and forth, creating tension and laughter whether you're battling the AI or a friend sitting beside you, and its chaotic but competitive nature has earned it a cult following in the indie scene. The easy-to-learn controls make it accessible, but mastering the flow requires real skill, which only adds to its addictive charm. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and around 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Tomb Raider Legend at $9.99 marked Lara Croft's return to form by blending classic exploration and puzzle solving with modernized controls and a cinematic presentation, sending you on a globe-trotting campaign where you'll explore ancient ruins, scale treacherous cliffs, and uncover hidden relics tied to a personal mystery in Lara's past. The platforming feels fluid, combat is straightforward but satisfying, and environmental puzzles are just tricky enough to make you feel clever without stalling the pace, creating a leaner, more focused experience than the later reboots. If you missed it back in the PS2 era, this is an ideal way to see how the series reinvented itself before the latest incarnation took over. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. The Entropy Center at $6.24 is a first-person puzzle game that, while drawing obvious comparisons to Portal, sets itself apart by letting you rewind objects through time rather than creating portals, leading to mind-bending challenges where you have to consider not only where an object is, but where it was moments ago to solve environmental puzzles. The story adds real weight as you navigate a crumbling facility with an AI companion whose witty remarks keep the tone lively and engaging throughout, while the game's pacing and atmospheric design make it one of the most underrated puzzle games in recent years. The satisfaction of figuring out complex solutions and seeing them play out in reverse creates a unique and rewarding experience that challenges your perception in clever ways. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. OneShot World Machine Edition at $8.99 is a top-down puzzle adventure that plays cleverly with the boundary between the game and the player, frequently breaking the fourth wall in surprising and meaningful ways as you guide Nico, a small cat-like protagonist, through a melancholy but hopeful world in an attempt to restore its dying son. Along the way, you'll solve puzzles that often require thinking outside the game window itself, while heartfelt writing, vivid characters, and a perfect soundtrack deepen the emotional journey. The console-specific additions in this edition elevate it beyond a straight port, giving newcomers and returning players alike new reasons to dive in, and the unique meta-narrative makes it a standout example of indie storytelling at its finest. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. This lineup of summer sale games really has a little bit of everything, covering genres and styles that suit nearly every kind of player, whether you're in the mood for high-speed racing in Trackmania Turbo, mind-bending puzzles in the Entropy Center, or rich storytelling in Steins Gate 0 and OneShot. The mix of cinematic adventures, deep strategy, nostalgic throwbacks, and competitive multiplayer gems means there's no shortage of options to explore, while even the shorter games like Nidhogg and Gunvolt Chronicles pack plenty of fun into compact packages. With all prices under $10, it's an easy choice to pick up a few titles you've missed or want to revisit with fresh eyes. Whether you're looking for dozens of hours of engrossing gameplay or quick bursts of action, this sale offers one of the most balanced and appealing collections PlayStation has put together recently. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.